Good evening and welcome to Washington, D.C. and the 60th anniversary Washington International Horse Show. We are actually in the midst of our first international jumper class of the week, the $40,000 Welcome Stakes. We had our first round of jumping earlier on this evening, and 10 come back to us tonight, starting on 0 for the winning round itself. Olaf Pedersen Jr. setting the track here in this very, very tricky arena at the Capital One Stadium in Washington, D.C. It's an ice hockey arena. It's very narrow. It's very long. And got 7 clears. Cormac Hanley then on 1 for time. Leslie Howard with a very fast 4-fault, putting herself directly through with Donna Special and Shane Sweetenham and Buckle Up also qualifying. But Devon Ryan and Eddie Blue, the Gold Cup winner 2 years ago, or just last year as an 8-year-old horse, he was our fastest time, so he comes last. Shane Sweetenham there going to come in first with Buckle Up for our Leslie Burr-Howard, Donna Special, former winner of the President's Cup here at Washington. Cormac Hanley, one of our young guns. Aaron Vale and Major. It'd be great for the press release tonight if Major won, because the mascot of the show is a horse called Major as well. Laura Crichton, Confu, they had a super round of jumping for St Bride's Farm here earlier on this evening to come through on a clear. Beezy Madden and Breitling were clear as well for Abigail Wexner. And let's have a look at how they got here. Shane Sweetenham and Sweet Oak Farms Buckle Up are our lowest ranked qualifier. They came home under 60 seconds on the clock, but a pole down on course for them. Leslie Howard and Donna Special, she had an early pole as well, but she was so fast. She, at this moment in the class, if she was the fastest clear round, she was going to guarantee that she came through, and that is exactly what she did. Cormac Hanley and Alma Zed, they went pretty early in the first round of jumping when we hadn't really actually had very many clears, and they came around just over the time allowed of 63 seconds to finish on 1. They will, in fact, now all start on 0, including all of those on the clear, including Aaron Vale there and Major. Here's Laura Crichton and Confu, 11 years old now, Confu, and they were just super confirmed around this track. Well, just missing out on seeing some of the others there, like Beezy Madden, Kat Tyree, Lucy Davis, Brian Moggery, and Devon Ryan. We go, in fact, directly to our first to go tonight. Shane Sweetenham and Buckle Up. Shane, one of several riders in this winning round tonight to have represented his country at the World Games earlier on this autumn. Buckle Up, a 12-year-old owned by Sweet Oak Farm. Shane ranked just outside the world's top 25, was a European team gold medalist at Gothenburg last summer and second in September at the Hampton Classic Grand Prix. With me for tonight's international jumping, Kim Prince.
And Shane has a little bit of a smaller horse, so we'll see. Unfortunately, number 1 came down already, but you won't see too many leave-outs down the lines with this horse. He's a quick horse, but he's going to have to stick to the numbers on this jump-off. So
using, for want of a better word, a jump-off version of the track we had earlier. A new fence there, the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup fence, just napping here coming out of the corner. And interesting also to see Olaf daring them a little bit. The Upperville Horse Show fence at fence 11, the green one, that had a plank on top in the first round. You see he's replaced the plank on top with a pole. Now the judges are going to have a watch on this resistance. He's already picked up 4 faults for the initial resistance, and if it's continued, they will ring him out.
And it looks like he's going to get to go if he can come out of this turn again.
So 2 parts of what was the triple combination. The Events DC fence before rolling back up the ring. This is the vertical out of what was the double there along the long side, and then pushing onto this new final fence, the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup. It's a big square oxer. So that's not a round that's going to tell us an awful lot about the final result of this competition. It's going to be 16 faults in all, because there's time faults in there as well for Shane Sweetenham and Buckle Up. Time of 78.13. Just eyeballed something there, didn't he, coming around that fence?
You didn't see that at all in the first round. And sometimes when they just come around the corner, they're just startled by something. You could see Shane just gave him a moment. He didn't get after him too hard. He just gave him a moment.
So a career winner of the President's Cup, that beautiful gold trophy commissioned by Jackie Kennedy from Tiffany's back in the 60s. This is Leslie Howard. Leslie with Donna Special. Leslie already this year 6th at Gold Cup and a gold medalist at the LA Olympics. So can she be our first double clear? She came through as the fastest four-faulter, but they all start on 0 in this winning round. So it is anyone's to win once they make it in to the second round.
Well, you know Leslie's going to give it a shot for the speed. She's a speed demon. So there's the 5, as they did in the first round. And there you said there's that green and white rail that's replaced the plank. Still had it down, though. And again, another front rail.
Washington fence as well. Kim, I don't want to cast shade at the two girls, but Margie and Leslie both really ride incredibly forward. Is that a function of the trainers that they had at the time when they stepped up to Grand Prix? Or?
Well, I think, honestly, here in the United States, that we've always had such fast riders, and we're always leaving the strides out. In Europe, it's more contained, and the beautiful jump and the organization and the training. And, you know, Leslie, Margie, Katie Prudhomme, I mean, they're just blazing fast riders. I heard Helena Stormans talking about Leslie Howard at the World Cup finals and said she'd never seen anyone ride so fast in her whole life. So, yeah, I think it's the training.
Eight fault round there for Leslie and Donna Special, so still waiting that first double clear. Can this young man do it? He was clear over the poles, 1 for time in the first round, but as I say, that doesn't matter. He's starting here with his equal chance to everyone else, starting on 0. It's Cormac Hanley with Heathman Farms, Alma Z.
And everyone in this section and this jump off is fast. So I think they really are going to start right off and take their chances. Don't feel like people are going to be nursing it around here tonight.
So Cormac, who was a podium finisher at the Upperville Grand Prix back in June of this year. Jumped World Cup at the American Gold Cup leg in September as well.
And he got up there in the 7. The question is, do you do the 7 and this inside turn? He's doing it. If he does it, everyone's going to have to do it. And the 5 there, because that was 6 in the first round. So this is a good one to watch for the rest of the class. Wow, super round.
Well, it's our first on a 0 score, 37.82. Time will tell whether that time will tell. 37.82 for Cormac Hanley and Alma Z into the lead at the moment. Our third to go. Delivers the goods once again here in this ring. A horse and rider combination that are finding this pretty easy going so far. Might that bode well for them for the rest of the week. Aaron Vale's in the ring. Aaron, who had one of our clears. Slowest of the clears, but inside the 63 seconds time allowed, which was tight enough earlier on. Many times great results, including a win last year in the Puissance here at Washington. This is an arena he knows very well. Aaron and Major taking up the challenge for the USA.
And as you said, Aaron's such a fast rider. He's sizing up this inside turn. This horse is a little slower through the air than the other horses, but Aaron can make horses do incredible things. Such a great rider.
What does he say? Young Hanley has left it so that everyone has to look at that inside turn now. There's no way of winning this class, I think, without doing it.
No way. Oh, he was handy there. And there he did the 8, I believe. He's going around. He's going to go for a clean round, it looks like. It's stretchy coming out, and off that inside turn, it's a little bit risky. So I think Aaron was smart preparing this horse probably for the World Cup qualifier on Saturday night.
Yeah, and you also you think one of the reasons I said maybe is you think of a horse like Breitling or of Confu, that level, maybe even Eddie Blue, that might just have the Grand Prix Gallop ability to go around there and still be faster than something that really needs to nip up inside. Aaron Vale, though, is double clean, and he is on 40.09, so taking over second place. So young man Cormac Hanley, I'm going to call him Cameron Hanley before the weekend is out. I know it. My apologies to him. Cameron is his uncle. But he is our leader for Ireland. Cormac Hanley in 37.82. That's the time to beat. Let's see what Laura Creit is going to do.
Well, she just took a look at that inside turn as well.
Olympic gold, team silver medalist at the World Games back in 2006. Then it was team gold just last month in Tryon, North Carolina at the World Championships for Laura.
She did the 8, and she changed her mind. She decided to go right around.
So 37.82 to beat. She's taken that one stride more. She's gone out around what is the final fence on the track. But can she make Confu's experience, and her own experience, of course, count?
And this horse is jumping just so spectacularly well. And she's leaving out to the last and made it.
Not quite good enough, but that just goes to show 38.25, including going around. Laura Creit and Confu.
That was close. That was very, very close.
A great setup for them, but my goodness, when you go down through the records, including here, including at the Palm Beach Masters, including the Windsor Grand Prix, second. Laura has too many seconds on her career.
I don't know. That horse is jumping so well. I might put some money on her for Saturday night.
One of 4 World Cup finals winners in our field here at Washington this year, and a 2-time winner. She's the reigning champion. BZ Madden, the world number 9 with Abigail Wexner's Breitling LS.
And BZ's had some incredibly fast rounds with this horse. So we'll see what she pulls out.
She had a very good week of jumping at the Split Rock Jumping Tour World Cup qualifier in Columbus, Ohio, a couple of weeks ago.
You can see she really used the bend there, so she's coming back to the left. Still did the 8. She's going inside. She's got to help him out for that back rail. Fantastic. She did the 6 to that jump, but what a great turn that was. You see him spin right around. So smooth, jumped just beautifully. Look at how fast she was. That turn when it spun around was incredible.
She had a great turn around those Lugano wings, just as Laura Creit did before her, but going inside on 35 seconds exactly. BZ Madden gives them a lot to aim at now in this winning round.
Well, Kat Tyree's going to try it.
Certainly is. Third in our World Cup qualifier here in the Capital One Arena last year. Had some very good results over the last few seasons in the Saugerties Million, the 5-star in September. And jumping frequently at 5-star shows in Europe as well. Kat Tyree with Mary Tyree's Bockeye. Now this is a relationship like a centaur. This is horse and rider as one.
Absolutely. And, she's trains with Missy Clark and John Brennan, and they go big or they go home. They don't go around and they try it. They put it all out there. This young woman's come along very well under their tutelage. Very confident now.
Been on some of Robert Ridland's Nations Cup teams as well for the USA over the last season or two.
Oh, really took his time there to clear it. Look how good she is with her eyes, catching that inside corner. Great ride.
Can she catch 35 seconds? It's a good turn around the Lugano wings.
And she's been smooth and flowing. And did the 5, I believe. That was fantastic. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Just
Drive.
over a tenth of a second faster. Cat Tyree and Bokai take over the lead here now in our $40,000 welcome stake.
That's a happy girl. When you watch Beezy go well like that and you walk in and beat her, that's a great night.
Yeah, straight out of the box. Cat Tyree out in front. Beezy Madden down to second. Cormac Hanley for Ireland third. Laura Kraut fourth. Aaron Vale is clear as well, and he holds fifth. 3 more to go. Is Cat Tyree destined for the podium at the very least? We'll find out in just a moment. Lucy Davis, US Olympian, part of the winning US team at the Nations Cup finals in 2016. 2-time World Cup winner out west as well. This is quite a young horse, the 9-year-old Caracho, owned by Old Oak Farm. One thing is guaranteed. Our first international jumper class of the week is going to be won by the USA, as it stars and stripes all the way home now on the start list of this winning round. We had 25 earlier on looking to qualify through. This is the 10 who made it to the winning round. And our second class tonight is the accumulator competition, the costume accumulator, jumping at around 9 o'clock this evening.
And then Lucy's horse is jumping so beautifully, but again, just a little bit slower through the air. She's opting to go around. She wants a nice solid round for this young horse to get ready for the President's Cup on Saturday night. Oh, she jumped that. They jumped that so high. The still photos of this horse must be incredible.
So 5 clears. Let's make it 6. 41-43. It'll be down the order. It will go into 6th place, but Lucy Davis and Caracho have probably achieved their day one aim of tuning themselves right up, as Kim says, for the President's Cup, the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup qualifier, Washington, D.C. on Saturday night. Well, is his run of form going to continue? Because certainly looking back at the last 2 weeks of the Pennsylvania National Horse Show, Ryan Moggery is on a roll. MTM Vive le Rêve is the ride for this class for the young man who won the Dover Saddlery USEF Hunter Seat Medal Championships and had an international jumper win at Harrisburg over the last fortnight. Team gold medalist at Young Riders last year and a qualifier for the National Under-25 Championships at Lexington, Kentucky 12 months ago as well. 34.88 to beat. Cat Tyree in the driving seat at the moment.
Oh, good ride there. He really had to straighten it out at the end. This young man is really showing his talent. Great effort by the horse to get out of that. He did one less there. He did the 5, but got a little bit wider here. So we'll see how that pays off. It looks like he's adding up there and had it down. But what a great effort.
Very, very good time. 35.25. It would have been good enough for third place, but on the 4 faults, he'll find himself down the ranking in 7th for Brian Moggery and MTM Vive le Rêve. So Beezy Madden and Cat Tyree are both guaranteed a podium. They hold second and first place respectively at the moment, and just one who could snatch the win, and it is a man who definitely could snatch the win. Devon Ryan and Eddie Blue enter the Washington International Horse Show Arena. So podium finish at the World Cup Finals, winner of the Gold Cup 12 months ago, gold medalist at the World Equestrian Games, Devon Ryan and Eddie Blue. We saw this combination at some of the biggest shows in Europe this year as well, including the Nations Cup show in Dublin.
You know, this horse is such a big mover. Not the quickest across the ground, but can really leave strides out. So we'll see what Devon attempts here. I think he's going to try and leave strides out everywhere between the jumps. Yeah, he did 4, 1 to 2. He's the only one that's done 4 strides there. Again, did the 7, one less. Same effort out. Beautiful. Again, one less stride in the 5.
Beautiful presentation into the double as well. Like Brian asked a real big question of his horse at the spot they ended up on, and his horse really answered.
What a great round. Oh my gosh, he went to spook at the end there. It dodged right. That really added time, actually, at the end.
35.76. It is so incredibly close. Less than 1 second behind Cat Tyree, and that means they go into third place. Devon Ryan is third. BZ Madden is second. Cat Tyree is the winner of the opening international division here with Bokai on 34.88, an unbeatable time. Cormac Hanley, time falls in the first round, made up for it here in the winning round, 37.82. Laura Crowden Confu come through with a double clean in 38.25. Watch them this week. Aaron Vale and Major on 40.09, wrapping up our top 6. Then it's Lucy Davis, Brian Moggery, Leslie Burr-Howard and Shane Sweetnam. Erin Ballard was the best of those who didn't qualify through to the winning round, finishing 11th overall. Georgina Bloomberg and Key Bell in 12th. So to say, lots to come from Washington International Horse Show tonight. We've got the Guy McLean demonstration. We've got the Shetland Pony Grand National presented by Charles Owen. And coming up later on, it is our costumed accumulator class, the second part of the International Jumper Tour here at the 60th anniversary Washington International Horse Show. We're going to take a break until then, and we'll throw it down to the bowl for awards in this $40,000 welcome stakes that's gone the way of the USA's Cat Tyree.
And so all set for the presentation of this $40,000 welcome stake, and welcome out to the arena the president of the Washington International Horse Show, Vicky Lowell, with the trophy for tonight's competition, and she'll be presenting that. It is the Ben O'Meara Memorial Challenge Trophy for the first of our winners that pick up over $11,000 for the first win of the week. But our top 5 set to come in reverse order. And it is in 5th place, the Golden Lady herself for the USA. In 5th, Laura Crouch and Confu. Fourth place to a smart young talent from Ireland. It is Cormac Hanley in 4th, the Heathman Farms, Almazet. Third place, he was last to go and gave it a good spin. In 3rd is US rider Devon Ryan, Eddie Blue. In 2nd place, it is US rider BC Mad in 2nd, Breitling LS. And the winner of the $40,000 welcome stake, she takes another win here at Washington. US rider Cat Tyree Bokai. And coming into place for the photos, and joined by Michael Sloan, member of the board of directors here at Washington, alongside Vicky Lowell, president of the Washington International Horse Show in its 60th year, to present the Ben O'Meara Trophy. Super finish and a super start to the international classes for the week here in Washington as we enter another one going into the history books. And so, ladies and gentlemen, as is traditional with our international classes, may I ask you to stand for the national anthem of our winning rider, the first international win of the week, goes to the home side. Catherine Tyree, Buckeye for the USA. Super finish, away we go with the victory gallop. Congratulations to our top five. The winner of the welcome stake, Catherine Tyree for the USA, Buckeye. And a super finish, give a round of applause as they head on round our top five for our opening international class. Catherine Tyree, BC Madden, Devon Ryan, Cormac Hanley and Laura Kraus.